Have you ever noticed that there are actually two voices inside your head? One that's constantly thinking, and one that's simply watching, observing. And the moment you realize you're the one who's watching, not the one who's thinking, your entire reality begins to shift. Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're diving into something that will completely rewire how you see yourself, your thoughts, and your consciousness. Because most people live their entire life believing they are the voice in their head. But that's not true. That's not true at all. There's another presence inside you. Quieter, older, wiser. And that's been guiding you this whole time. Your whole life, it's been guiding you. And once you learn how to listen to it, life stops being so chaotic and your life starts becoming more aligned. The thinking voice, the ego. All right, so let's start first with the first voice. All right, the voice that you're most familiar with. The thinking voice. The thinking voice, the ego. It's the constant narrator. Always got something to say. Always has something to say. Should I do this? What will they think of me? Did I do that right? Am I doing enough? What should I do? What should I say? Right? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? When will this happen? What if it goes wrong? What if I mess up? Constantly has something to say, right? Always. And it's very judgy too. This voice lives in fear, control, protection, overthinking, past and future, judgment, identity. And guys, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just limited. Very limited, right? Carl Jung said the ego is the center of consciousness. But it's such a tiny piece of who you really are. It's the surface layer, the survival layer. It's the part that developed so that you could live in this 3D physical world. We have to have an ego to be able to operate in this physical world. All right? But it's not the full you. It's just a tiny little part of you. The watching voice, the higher self. All right, then there's the other voice, the quieter presence, the one that doesn't speak in words. However, it can speak to you in words, but it speaks more in knowing, more in feeling, little nudges. All right? This is the voice that watches your thoughts. It watches the way you might watch clouds drift across the sky or a river flowing down, right? This is the part of you that feels peaceful. It feels timeless. It feels intuitive. It feels expanded, free, carefree. It feels connected. It sees without judging. It just sees things for what it is, with awareness, with no judgment. It guides without forcing. All right? This is your higher self, your true self, your non-physical consciousness. It's the one that you meet in meditation, in lucid dreams, in your QHHT sessions, right? And in those moments where you suddenly just know, that's your higher self. That is the observer, the witness, the eternal part of you, the awakening moment. So the real awakening, the moment everything changes, it's when you realize you are not the voice that talks. All right? You're not the voice that does all the talk, 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 talk. You are the consciousness that listens. You're the one watching the thoughts, not the one producing them. You are the awareness. You are the observer. You are the witness behind the human. And when you shift into that perspective, your frequency changes. Your manifestations accelerate. Your timeline shifts. Because the higher self is not bound by fear or limitation. It's connected to all versions of you, in all dimensions, all timelines, all possibilities. It's connected to it all. How to hear the higher self. You don't have to silence the ego, okay? Just stop identifying with it. Stop believing that that is who you are. And here's some ways to help strengthen that watching voice. All right? Here's how to strengthen the watching voice. Number 1, notice the thinker. Oh, my mind is spinning, but I'm watching it spin. Okay? Number 2, bring attention to the awareness behind the thought. Feel the space, not the noise. Okay? Feel the space, not the noise. Number 3, trust the felt sense over the thought sense. Intuition is quieter, but truer. Number 4, pause before reacting. Let the higher self speak first. Okay? And number 5, ask this. Ask, is this coming from fear or from my soul? Every time you choose presence over thought, you step more fully into your true identity. Your true identity. The truth most people never discover. You are not a human trying to become spiritual. You are a timeless, multi-dimensional being temporarily having a human experience. Your ego is the avatar. Your higher self is the player. And the two voices inside you are simply the two layers of your existence trying to work together. And when you let your higher self drive and be more in control of your life, life starts to become smoother, more synchronistic, more abundant, more guided, aligned, magical. Life becomes more magical. And that's because you're finally living from your true place of power, not the limited ego, right? All right, guys, if this message spoke to your soul, comment, I am the observer, so I'll know that this reached the right timeline. And if you're ready to deepen this work, healing, awakening, connecting to your higher self, I have more teachings and experiences coming every week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I'll link my website below if anybody is interested in any sessions with me. I'd love to connect. And I want to welcome all of y'all to the channel. I love you all. And remember, Remember, guys, you are not the voice in your mind. You are not the voice in your mind. You are the one who's watching it. You are your higher self. You are your higher self. Much love.